Hi guys, welcome to sketchbook tour. I've actually finished this sketchbook yesterday, and this is my favorite ugly sketchbook ever. I really enjoyed it. I usually hate Strathmore, but this one was probably like one of the best ones I've ever had, and I've had like 6 Strathmores that I never finished. So I want to share everything. So yeah, I actually got this sketchbook because a YouTuber I follow, her name is Yumi in Color, and she was like, oh, this is like the best, it's perfect. And I'm usually skeptical, and I was like, oh, it's probably not that good, but this is literally my favorite, and I feel like I improved so much in this. Also, if you hear any noise, I'm in the basement, so my family's walking upstairs and there's a fireplace going on. Yeah, so this is mixed media. I don't know how many pages it is. I want to say it's 64. I obviously cut it out because I'm stupid. I started this in October, I don't remember when, and I finished it. I wrote the 19th. I finished it yesterday. I don't know why I wrote the 19th. So this is the first page. First page was marker, and I think this was gouache. I hate this page a lot. It's ugly. It's a self-portrait. I usually use myself a lot when I draw. This though was in my other sketchbook, and I loved because it was my favorite. This is my cat Taro, and I was getting into more sketching like life figures because, you know, improving in art. Then it gets a bit more ugly. This is my friend as a baby. This is an OC I was making. I'm trying to get more into figures. You can see me improve a lot with my figures, which is nice. I didn't use a lot of painting in this sketchbook. I don't know why, I just wasn't in a painting mood. But I use a lot of different media like pens and everything, and yeah. So this was really ugly. This is her again, Ichigo. It gets ugly again. I'm trying to like get into body, as you can see here. Getting into like any type of like body is so hard. This I busted out, I think. Oh, I think this is also still pen. Yeah, a lot of pen, you know, trying to do little things. This is Ichigo again. I like revamp her a lot. This is my favorite page, one of them. I love it. This is a full body and of Ichigo. And look, it's beautiful. Look at the knees, beautiful. I copied a reference. This is me getting into just more stylizing with my style. This is me. You can see me and my cat Taro. He's a big baby. This is me doing figures again. I put stickiness because it was bad. You know, you could tell where an art block happened. I just didn't want to draw. Like, I was trying to do a lot of things. This was supposed to be a painting that I never did. So yeah. And then, you know, I don't know what this is. Oh, I think this is eraser. Gross. It gets like more. This is a random guy because, you know, I'm trying to draw exclusively. Try to draw both of them. I'm getting like issues with perspective and stuff. This is where I experimented with my gouache. I got a Holbein gouache. And I love Holbein gouache, but I was just not feeling in such a painty mood. I guess I like couldn't figure out how I wanted my paintings to look like, and it just was really hard. I was doing a still life of my friend who baked bread, and it was delicious. This is sourdough bread, and it was beautiful, but I could not paint it right, and I was sad. I really want my drawings to look more saturated. I love it when it just contrasts a lot. That's my favorite. This is when I covered something here. Oh, it's the splotches, the little swatch. This is when I went to a concert and we had to get a little stub. This is another character I'm working on. I don't know, character design is hard for me right now. This is a quote from my friend. I was talking to them about changing my major, and they just said something that kind of like inspired me. If he's watching, yeah, thanks. I'll admit, you helped me. First time I'll let a man help me. Just kidding. But yeah, isn't that, it just like inspired me a lot. This is me getting into more of like little styles. Miku is here. Bro, what? Just kidding. And this is, I think, this is also gouache. This is gouache. This was a nice sketch and then I ruined it. But it's funny. It's funny, I like it. Yeah. This is a little block again. This is Philly. This is my friend's cat. This is when I just grabbed some markers. I'm trying to get into marker work. This is me trying to do perspective. It was bad. It was really bad. And then, sorry, I'm cold. I'm having a blanket. And then we get into figure drawings because I really want to figure draw. And so, yeah. So I found a YouTuber that like did it with you. So it's like 2 minute, 1 minute, half, 1 minute, half, 30 seconds, and then like, you know. And they were really fun. I really enjoyed it. Because I feel like it like made me want to draw more. I mean, my figures are bad still here. Like they're always going to be bad. But like, these are fun. They were fun and I enjoyed it. Here's me doing it again with like a pen. I've been doing a lot of pens because I feel like I just learned to like love my mistakes. This sketchbook is the reason why I love it so much because I just have so many mistakes in here and it's just so beautiful. I think it's very beautiful. This is me trying to do figures again. And then I got a new phone, my phone case. So that's me. That's me working with markers. This is me again with my hair looking weird. There's a lot of like empty pages, but each page I know what I went through and it's interesting. This is me trying to fill, like I was doing some marker work on top of each other. This is another OC, but I'm not sure. I'm really bad at shoes, I've realized, and feet, but this is funny. The perspective of this is so funny. Like, why is she so short? And why is she like, I don't know, like normal height? It's funny. This is another figures me on Pinterest. I don't think I like Pinterest to use as figures because I need to like go faster, you know? I need to like make the mistake, don't look back. But I don't know. I was sick during these parts. Couple parts of these. I was really sick. My eyes, this is like a comic. This is me going like, they were burning so bad and I wish I could take my eyes out and like, oh, they were so bad. This is my like entire fit of like the day because I was just like tired and I was also working, so I was like just exhausted. This is when I found my, can you see that? There you go. This is when I found my fountain pens. Yeah, and I loved it. I loved it so much. This is Sophie. I could not spell. I don't know what happened. I couldn't spell. This was like a bag of chip I was eating, and then this is like, I was trying to like do something with this. I don't know. But it was so bad. It was so bad. I loved my fountain pens. This is another drawing random. I don't know who that is. This one is me. That one's definitely me. I love drawing myself. This is when I started figuring out my little style, you know, like perfecting it. I love Dr. Pepper. I love it so much. This page was ugly. That's me again. You're gonna see a lot of me. This is like the other page stub. I just don't glue things in. This was, I recently started getting into stars a lot. And you'll see that like ongoing. Like I love stars. I love it so much. And yeah, so I wanted to make this. This was one of my favorites. Again, this is gouache. The gouache actually dried out pretty nice. I think the issue is I don't wait for it to dry. And so I think it's ugly. But this looks fine. I mean, it's still like unfinished. Like I could render. I could fix this up a bit, but I didn't. This is acrylic gouache. I don't know how to use it. I literally don't know how. And it's so, like it's Holbein. I love Holbein. I just don't know how to use acrylic gouache. Like I just have to like build, and I am so impatient with building things. I am so impatient. I got my fountain pens again out. This is me in my school outfit. The proportion are bad. My cat Taro. Trying to get into more perspectives again. This is me sitting. This is my feet. Yeah, so you can see like me improving as it goes on, but it's ugly. This is my PJ fit because I like to draw my PJs. This is like a little rough sketch of like the figures I want to do. This is my cat. I'm getting into drawing my cat. This is just all me, apparently. It's my P page. This is me sitting. This is cute. I like the way I make myself wide-eyed. This is some designs that I've been coming up with for some time. This is catfish. That's funny. That's funny. It's blank because like I just don't know how to execute my ideas well. Alright, and then this is me again. That's me. I don't know what that is. I was using gouache and it was going really well. I remember really liking it. And then it just went bad. And I don't know what happened, but this is what I ended up with. And I don't hate it because I knew the experience, but I hate it because of how ugly it looks. Like I feel like I could have kept going. These are all the swatches I did to like get my skin tone. Like this right here, I remember it going really well, and then it just fell off. Like around here, you know? Like I don't know if that makes sense, but you know. This is me again. Me drawing. This is when it really like was a blockage. Like it wasn't good at all. Then I was just like, I got a new computer. This is me typing away. That one's cool. I like that one a lot. This is a Minecraft I had in my bed. And then I just went into like fan art of like Rick and Morty because I love Rick. It's embarrassing. But like, doesn't he look good? Like, who is that? Genius. This is Hal. I try to draw Hal from memory. I really like the way I drew the face. I didn't like how I proportioned it. I think I'm still hesitant with my lines about where I want things to be, and so I'm overthinking the proportions, and it's just bad. Here's our P page. This is me like contemplating my boobs because I was just like looking up boob sizes. It didn't make any sense. And then this is me going to Barnes & Noble's. This is my cup. I like to draw my drinks a lot, I've realized, and I definitely get better at it. This is really bad, but like it gets better later on. This is my outfit. This was November 18th when I finished it, kinda. This is me. This is me trying to work with, what is it, color pencils. And I hate color pencils. I hate it because I don't know how to do it. This is me at work because when I went to Barnes, I got new pens because my favorite pen was losing ink. I was so sad. Devastated. This is my Dunkin' drink. See? Look how improved that is. Beautiful. This is it at its prime. This is it melting. And I think I just drank it all. This is my coworker. Someone on my Instagram where I just like drew from a little thing. I like this spread. Actually, I like it a lot. I like how it looks like pencil almost. This is my friend Chaplin. It's not her name, but that's what I call her. This is me at work again. So I found this outfit on Pinterest and I liked it a lot. The pose is weird, like the way it was like situated, but it's not bad. This is like pretty good. I think my issue is that like it's not relaxed. This is me trying to draw a crawfish. It's gross. This is Jeff the Kid. Is that smudging? Oh, slay. It's not smudging. I thought it would be smudgy. I'm still not good at it, but like I'm trying with bodies, which is really nice. Like usually I don't do that. See, like they don't look bad. This is Rick again. It's Taro. Rick. Okay. This is me trying to tape things in, but I didn't. so I don't know why. This is me on my cat. I like to lay on my cat. This is a frog that I tried to draw in my room, and it looks so ugly. This is me again with my hair being flat, and I was using a 0.3 pen. I love 0.3 and like 0.2 and 0.4. They're my favorite. This I really liked. This is me when I'm attempting at shoes. I'm not gonna look under there. And I had an idea of what to draw, and then I just lost it, so it's gone. Taro, me trying to draw hands, and then perfecting the figure, doing more figure work. Taro, I saw this post about eyes, and I wanted to like do it, and I did it with my cat. Does he look lost? I don't know. And then I ended it with some more body poses of like my own, and I can feel myself like slowly understanding. I think I get like the torso and everything and where the feet goes, but it's the arms that I have trouble with sometimes. And yeah, that's the end. These are the goals I have for my next sketchbook and the goals I had with this sketchbook. I love that I did figure studies. I love that near the end there was like a certain flow that made me happy, and the colors I wish I painted more, obviously. And I love that it's ugly. I love that it's ugly because it just made it more real for me. Like I didn't feel like I was just drawing for perfection. I don't know, like obviously I don't draw for perfection, but this was beautiful. This is a little note for myself I did at the end. I usually don't do that because I don't finish sketchbooks, but I wanted to do for this one because it was my favorite. I love this sketchbook, and yeah, I love you. I love everything about this. And that's the end of this sketchbook. And today I wanted to introduce this bigger sketchbook. It's definitely like way bigger than this, but I wanted to challenge myself and use all this space because I love this. Like I loved everything about it, and the size, it was perfect, but I wanted to just experiment more. So I'm hoping, if that's okay, we do the first page together. I don't know if it's because with this sketchbook, I did the first page. I don't usually do first pages because they just turn ugly. So maybe that's why. Oops, there's already a thing on it. So, don't know. There's footsteps everywhere. Let's do the first page together. What should we draw? Usually I like to draw myself, honestly. Is it because I'm conceited? I'm not sure. Let's see. 0.3. It's my favorite. 0.3 is my favorite. So I guess now we can do a little sketch and talk, maybe. Just want to test out what test things out. I think I want to use this pink color to accent things and this orange. I think that's what my goal is. So let's just let's feel it out. Like, how is this working? I think we can do a lot with this, especially with the blending. I think that would be fun. And then this pink. Oh, it's more like a salmon color. See, I don't know if I like those together because they're too similar. So maybe we could do a blue instead. I think that would work nice. Okay. I have a general idea. So I guess we can talk about today. So first, I started this on, what is today? the 19th. November. I finished that sketchbook in 1 month. And I think that's pretty impressive for me. Usually, I have a hard time with that. Now, this paper feels a bit different. There's like, I don't know. I'm nervous. Getting a new sketchbook is so nerve-wracking. But it's okay. It's okay. I hope all the audio gets through. So, let's see. Let's think. Well, I like to think of myself as... Let's get closer. How's that? Better? I recently got into people sizes and what they would mean. And that was fun. But, yes, let's talk. I say that, but I just don't talk. There's something about starting a new sketchbook that is nerve-wracking. I've watched a ton of YouTube videos about it and how to like stop. I love watching art videos on YouTube. It's just like something about it is just nice. Like I love it so much. And with starting this sketchbook, I hope to like hopefully gain that insight that all those artists that I follow have given to me, and I hope to like see some kind of improvement, because you know, like who wants to not see improvement when you draw? Sorry, I'm really bad at talking, but I'm trying to make sure I got my proportions right. So yeah, I like to draw myself a lot. When I don't know what to draw, I usually draw myself. And the reason for that is because I like to think of myself as my best OC, because who else is there? You're like, if you need a reference, you're the reference. So why can't you be your own OC, you know? And I love to draw myself. I love it. I love to draw like emotions that I feel, or like anything that's going on. I'm trying to draw more of like still life and my cat, because I draw a lot of people. I draw myself especially, which I'm guilty of. And I'm trying not to like be in the way. I have an issue with like forehead. So let's fix that right up. I love wearing pins in my hair. I love it. I think it's very cute. It's okay if it gets a little messy too. I think that's what makes my sketchbook a good one. Recently my hair has been growing. I've been cutting my hair a lot. If you didn't know me in real life, I'm trying to grow it out, and I love to draw that phase of just like my hair and how my changes, you know? Like, I think that's fun. I also have a hard time because I do draw myself to draw other people and understand their like features, because you know, I only know mine. I should draw more people, but I'm just lazy. That's what happens. Oh, considering this is the first video, I'll tell you about myself. My name is P. I have been drawing since I was in 7th grade. I currently a college student. I'm getting my associates. I'm attempting to pay for college by myself, so it's a bit stressful. Let's see, I am wearing a turtleneck today, so I'll get that in. What else is there? I am 20 years old. I'm a Taurus, so my birthday is coming up. What does my outfit look like? Not even sure. Yeah, so my birthday is coming up, and so I'll be 20. And age was always quite scary for me. I always hated it, honestly, because of how, like you can't go back, which is, like, crazy. Like, you can't go back. Like, you're just growing. And that's weird to me. It's really weird to me. Okay. Because, like, I'll never experience life as, like as a 20-year-old again, or I don't have a breather, and so that freaks me out. And so life is weird. And I'll always think about that. What's another thing? I like frogs. I love, what do I love? I love earth tones a lot. I love earth tones. I love the color green and orange. I love orange. Currently my hair is a darker color, but it was orange before. And I've been told that was one of my best ones. So who really knows if that suited me? So do I look like this in real life? Maybe. I always draw myself without glasses, but I wear glasses. Like, let's draw them. Because I don't know why. I think it's because it's inconvenient to draw glasses. It, like, slows you down. And I hate being slowed down. I want to go. This is what my glasses look like. And they are, like, they're brown and they're turtle shelled. And they're cool. I like them. But they're like, what are they? They slip off my face because my face is tiny. And so that's annoying. So let's draw some figures. Let's just draw. Like, if we're just drawing. Are you drawing with me? You can if you want. Like, there's no judgment. Draw some figures. Let's draw some figures. I haven't done that since yesterday. I just love drawing figures. I love understanding, like, the entire body. Let's see. I want this to go this way. And then that one go like this. And perspective, feet here. And feet are here. So, knee. Let's see. See, this is where I get stuck. Because I don't know what to do with the hands and arms. Like, how do I want them to pose? Well, it's okay. I'm gonna skip that for now, actually. I just do some body. Forward. Here's a knee. This is a knee. Drag that in together. Alright. And So if this is a foot, we go like this. How does that look? I'm not the best at this, so please be patient. I don't know what to do with the arms still. Let's see. Add somebody here. I feel like this could go like this actually. Like that. Color that in a little bit. Just to see where I am. And let's see. Elbow up, down. How's that? Enhance. Pretty good. But you know, I haven't done a figure drawing in quite a while, so you know. The sketchbook that we're doing isn't going to be a big grand thing. I don't want it to be. See, this is the focal point. And these, oh, I see. Messed up my focal points. Let's do another one. I tend to favor that side of the page, so let's move it over. Go over here. Let's draw another comfort. I enjoy the way a messy sketch looks, because I feel like I understand it the most, and there's just so much detail in a messy sketch that you can't really get if you just take it away. So, don't know. I love it. How's that look? It's a good face. And then we're gonna have to just add a little bit more details here to the face. Bit rounded. That's where we lost it. Here. Yep. That's a pretty good round face. And then I feel like I should fix the lips just a little bit. So your eyes look kind. I try to draw people with kind eyes, honestly. So I like big eyes because I don't know. I love the way an eye looks. Let's see, maybe give some bangs. I love putting my looks into the art because I don't know. There's just something satisfying about looking. See, maybe that's why I got the trend about people looking like their art. It's on TikTok if you haven't seen. And it makes sense because I like to have people I draw to replicate something of me, because it's my art. I want some add a star here. some like recognition, you know? So yeah, that's piece art. Yeah, it is. And a star. Perfect touch. Well, let's color this actually. Not really color, but you know. Let's see. I have this brush pen. Test this out. Oh. See, I'm not used to brush pens. I'm gonna have to put in the control. But I just want to darken certain areas. Oops. Cute, the nose. See, the pens that I got are from Barnes and Nobles, and they're not like these types, the Sakura pens. They're just, I don't even know what they are, but they're nice. I enjoy them, and I think that's what matters. And I like how that just shows how you don't need expensive art, because you don't. Like, I use Apple Barrel. I love that brand. That brand is my favorite for any acrylic, and I will always use it. I'll keep using it. I love it. No one's gonna stop me. Okay, now I said I want to use the blue. So let's see how I want to use it. I guess we'll just figure it out. I guess the blue would just be the shadows here and there. It'll be my darkest color. But, yeah. I feel like art is just comforting. It's a bit like the only thing that can keep me interested. I have a hard time with staying interested in certain topics, especially a lot of my hobbies, which is like funny to say because I don't understand why. I have issues. Let's see, I don't want to overbear this. So, let's see if I can blend it out. Okay. But yeah, I just never took art serious. It's looking quite ugly on camera, isn't it? I think that's okay though. It's fun. Because how do I fix it? Oh. Simple. I guess we'll find out. Add more of these colors in. That one's a bit ugly. But I'm okay with ugly. I hope everyone else is okay with ugly. It's not ugly if you add a little bit more stars. This is a beautiful yellow. Let's see. Let's do one more. I love to draw my cat, so maybe we can draw him by memory. I have this line pen that I've never used, so I just want to try it out because, you know, it's different. I really won't draw my cat. I'm kind of just in a drawing mood. Like, I just want to just sketch, you know? I feel like that's just hard to, like, do. Especially with a sketchbook. It's not ugly enough. It has to be more ugly, if you get what I mean. So let's do that. Let's get ugly. It's okay to get ugly. This is 0.1. And what kind of pen is this? Don't want to spell it wrong. Okay. I like to make sure I can identify what I use. And you know, it's always nice to see what artists use. Because if I'm not going to put it into the description, you might as well see it in my sketchbook. And it fills page. It fills a nice filler page. Let's see. Today it was cold. It's freezing today. So maybe I'll draw that. Draw myself looking up the stars. So yes, that seems about right. For perspective wise, doesn't it? Now arms. I'm telling you, these arms. Let's see. Here. Let's do that. Let's make sure it's up like that. You know? Perfect. And I'll add my glasses this time. The thing is, I feel like if I add glasses, it takes away everything else. This one's also going to be ugly, just so you know, but it's going to be an experience, kind of ugly. And I don't wear hats, so I won't put a hat in. I do wear a jacket. Let's get that done. And, add a sweater. Jeans. Shoes. This is me. This is me looking up. That's funny. I'm happy I could draw that. That's actually quite small too. So maybe I'll put myself in a box. It's funny. In a little box. And this is the ground. And I'm looking up. And I see the stars. Because I love stars. That's a bit funny. Silly goofy. Little stargazing up there. That's so silly. Isn't that silly? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm probably gonna film off camera, but thanks for being there, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you like, subscribe, comment. I don't even know what you're gonna do with this. I hope you do everything and nothing, even if you don't want to. I'm hoping to start this channel, and I hope we grow together and you see my art grow, because that would be fun to document, clothing wise. But yeah, I'll maybe do a little time lapse add to the videos so that way you can see. And thanks for everything. Bye.